Out with the old, in with the somewhat newer. Welcome to Shag's Shop.
We're on the pad.
Hey Mom, look, the boys are back in town.
Today, we are pulling the 22RE out of the first gen 4runner I just bought and replacing it with a good one. This one claimed to have a blown transmission, and we are now off the motor mounts.
You know what? I thought you told me it had a blown engine.
It does.
I thought you said it had a blown transmission.
Had a blown engine.
Oh, you said transmission.
No engine.
Which one's which? Transmission makes it go, right?
That's the engine. There's the transmission.
Oh, okay. So
I
it has
think
a blown what?
I think I missed a bolt. So here we have the new engine, new to us engine. It's dirty, it's gross, I don't care. I just want to get that thing moving. So we just got to get that one out, which it's not budging or mudging or nothing. So, and we're lacking on tools out here, so we may need to go pick up a flat bar.
No, we got a jackhammer right there in the pile. I got a shovel right there.
Or just go shopping in the pile.
Yeah, we'll go shopping in the pile. There's a jack right there. I see it from here.
Cut a piece off that truck bed over there.
There's a good old piece off that truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parts. Into there. Whack. That's it. We popped it out. It took a little bit of precision for the popping out of the back. Come forward just an inch. And also, we're not using the best equipment. We're using equipment we got from a trade.
We got it from McDonald's.
We got it from a trade. I traded a shitty welder for this cherry picker that this guy had sitting out in his front yard for a while, and got some custom tools for it. But yeah, it jacks. That's all I can ask for, and it's coming out. I'm gonna get the other one ready to go in. Transformations.
What was that? What are you doing?
It's a whole 22RE. Oh
Okay.
man, they busted head studs too. Or exhaust studs. Obviously it's out. It's very gross looking. It's rusty. And this cherry picker is working, which I am very surprised at. But it is. It's alright, we can't crack the concrete any more than it already is. So, we're gonna clean up a little bit in here and then put the next one in. That's the plan for the day, at least. And then I'll probably get this one cleaned up sooner or later. It's not top of my priority. Top of the priority is getting this thing running, which it needed a new heart. So that's why we went out and got another one. Let's get it in there. And here we have the cleaning of the motors. That one looks a little bit better. It had a lot more buildup on it than that one. We're also going to spray down the engine bay, get some of the stuff out of here. And the transmission needs to get sprayed out because there's just a bunch of just crud. So, we're going to get all that sprayed out, taken care of. Then, we're going to set that one back in here and hopefully get it to do something. Yeah. Now that we have it nice and clean, especially down there in the transmission, we're going to go ahead and switch off that clutch. We have the clutch off, and it's simple 6 bolts. You get your 3 there, your 3 there. I put a screwdriver in between the grooves to pop them all loose. But we have our new one from AutoZone over here. Comes with some parts and pieces, all sorts of goodies. Obviously, this one says flywheel side. So that, you're just gonna slide it in that little hole there. And have it seated up against that. Now we cleaned off the surface with a little bit of brake clean, just to be sure that it was nice and smooth. But, yeah.
What you got in the bag?
Clutch. The whole clutch.
What are you gonna do with that?
I'm gonna probably burn it. Probably gonna roast it. So, y'all may not know, I don't know how to drive stick. I know the concept. It's a great concept. Like, I understand it, this and that. But I have only tried it once.
So what you're saying is you can't steal every car.
No, I can't steal every car. But we're not going to burn this one. As you can see, it's nice and clean all the way around. If you look at the other one that I have here, it's burned. She's toasted. It's got grooves in it. It's all messed up. It's just not good looking. So that's why we just went ahead, spent the $111 and went with this.
You know what I would do before I put that on?
Spray it with white cream.
Why is that?
That way you get better surfaces, better connection.
And that way it doesn't create hot spots because of your dirty fingertips.
And I got nasty fingers.
Yes.
You learn something new every day. Maybe just enough. So, give it a nice cleanup. On it goes. I see. All right, that looks a lot better. Yeah. So we got all our holes lining up.
Your hose lining up. Your hose is in line. How do you keep your hose in line?
We're going to replace the bolts and also figure out what they need to be torqued down to. Because I don't know everything, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I have to Google it.
We like to tighten things up using a cross pattern. Just like you would do a wheel. That way you make sure everybody is nice and comfortable, because we can't disengage the clutch until we get it in the vehicle. So we do a cross pattern.
Double checked. Guten tight.
It's Japanese.
Japanese.
Yeah, so I don't know Japanese.
I don't know Japanese either.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna try.
No.
I'm not even gonna try. But it's a new clutch. So this piece
Slides right out.
poof. That way you don't have to worry about it. Then you also get all sorts of other little parts and pieces for what goes into the transmission, and basically what slides.
That is actually your pilot bearing that goes in before the clutch does. But I inspected your pilot bearing before that, and because we have basically a test clutch, because yeah, he doesn't know how to drive a stick, so we might be in this predicament again.
Probably.
So the pilot bearing was fine. I did check it. I know it's nice to go ahead and replace it while you're there.
Preventative maintenance.
I'm not saying he's going to be back here again, but maybe. We don't know.
Most likely. We'll say most likely.
Most likely.
Let's get it in there.
Creative.
We gotta take a video of it, Earl. You know this.
Oh, from what I heard, he does.
So this is a 1986 4runner 22RE. So it has a little less EGR and emission stuff. So I think there is going to be a little bit of a difference there, but we're going to get it on it.
What's up, Alec? What did we forget?
Release bearing.
A release bearing?
Yeah.
How does that work?
When you engage a clutch,
It releases.
it releases.
Oh.
If If you don't have the release bearing, it won't release.
Oh, so what we got to do now?
So now we had to pull the motor. We had it splined and everything.
It was in.
It was in.
It was in.
But now we got to slide this over the arm that is right here in the transmission.
Do it the normal way we do things.
Oh,
If it's
no.
in the way,
Oh,
you get it.
there you go. That's how it's in.
Is it in?
It goes around this arm, clips in, and then there's two little pieces that pop up on the release bearing, and that is where they hook to right there. And then it goes around the release bearing. So, okay. Release bearing is in.
Can you make monkey noises?
Ah!
Monkey noises.
It's not going to be a one-day swap, but
It could have been a one-day swap.
it could have been.
We had technical difficulties.
It could have been if the clutch was good, which the clutch was not good. If the clutch was good and I didn't have to go into town, it could have been a one-day swap, but it's not. But we're going to get it finished. So, let's get it resplined.
What we got going on today?
I am
What are you
placing in the final transmission bolts for the completion of this engine swap. Well, at least marrying it and getting the motor mounts in and engine mounts in. Then I will work on the wiring. And I also need to find some exhaust, I reckon.
So are you levitating?
Pretty much.
Levitating.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
You know they make one of them things they're called fancy like truck workbench things that's got little steps on it and you climb up there, it's got a little sleeper thing on it and
Side steps?
yeah. Like a truck thing or whatever the hell it is. The truck creeper, that's what it is, so you can work on the engine from up top and you can reach it.
Yeah, this is the same thing. Basically. Basically the same thing. Basically. But it's very tight work.
It looks like you got a little gap there, bud.
I do, don't I?
Yeah.
Tighten the tranny bolts. Took us a while to get resplined, but we made it. Ah. Took us a good while to get resplined. But we came out here today, did it in like 2 tries, and got it.
I think the secret was the trip to Walmart.
Yeah,
The little,
the Walmart helped.
the little break to get the fog out the way.
Yeah. It's supposed to be raining all day. But here it is, it's just wet. How's that gap look?
So now, how's that gap look?
Looks enclosed. Looks good to me. I mean, I'm gonna keep going, but until I can't.
Look like you're doing yoga.
All I need is goats. Goat yoga.
Goat yoga, bad.
Alright, that side's done. And there's 2 bolts on the top of the bell housing. So I'm just going back and forth. Because the bottom's already tightened up. The top is the only thing left.
I think your pole etiquette's off.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Now we got some action. Yeah, you got to keep that leg up, see? Can't be touching the grill. That's wrong. That's wrong.
I need some support since we're missing a wheel off of this thing. I just move a little bit every time. I can't either.
Let's get down here.
Plenty of body lift to see what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah. Look at there. That little silver shiny thing there is his ratchet. That little gap right there where he's trying to close up, so it'll be fun. All right, say bye to the people.
See y'all when it's running.